Hello, guys. I'm so excited to be here today. I know you all trying to stay healthy this holiday season, and I got some tips for you on how you can do that as an introvert, or if you're just trying to manage some stress and all of that, and keep the stress levels down. So we're gonna talk about it here on the TRANSFORMU Live Show. The only show you big real life and transformation, how power, optimism, hope, and faith. We will be right back in just a second. And so today we're talking about stress management and just some tips to stay healthy if you are an introvert during this holiday season. We got Thanksgiving coming up. If you are watching this already, you probably are anticipating it. You're probably in the kitchen cooking right now. Or you caught this afterwards and hopefully it wasn't too late, and you are listening to this or watching this. So let's get right into it. Before we get started, though, let's talk about why it's so hard to be healthy during the holidays. It's natural for us to get stressed out during this time of year. We're all trying to do more, see more people, go out of our way just to make everyone happy. People pleasing, hint, hint, hint. People pleasing, hint, hint, hint. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Reminds me of that Aladdin movie, right? With the genie. So everybody's trying to rub you and trying to get something out of you. Or, you just took on yourself to be that genie. And then there are the events, the parties, the get-togethers, the office events, and all that good stuff. How many of those will you attend this year? Okay, so how many? We don't want to miss out on anything fun, do we? But it can be tough when we're not feeling 100% ourselves. And unfortunately, some people don't understand that. No, they don't understand that. They just know that, like, where is Becky? Where is Kendall? They didn't show up. No, Kendall and Becky just wasn't feeling good. Okay. All right. So how do we protect our energy as introverts during these events? Hmm? My people, my transformers out there. And what about those stressful situations where we have no choice but to participate? Especially those work events, right? Because like some work events like are sometimes mandatory. I think a lot of corporations are making holiday events mandatory, especially since COVID hit everyone hard, the pandemic, and no one was allowed to gather. And now that everybody's able to gather, like, hey, you have to come, or you won't be able to show up to work on Monday. Oh, okay, I guess I'll be there then. And then they guilt trip you, the family guilt trip you. Well, your grandma, she's 80 years old now. You better she ain't getting no younger. Oh man, but then your drunk uncle's gonna be there, or that crazy cousin who's always asking for money's gonna be there. And they are the ones that set you off. That's going to penetrate through your energy. There's always somebody who's going to try to penetrate your shield. You know. So I got some real good tips though on how you can manage those stress levels when everything seems to be going wrong. It's even before you get to these events, even before you put yourself out there to take care of the business at home, because the business at home is home plate. That's where you got to return back to. You gotta swing the bat, and hope that it's a home run, and hope that it's a cakewalk. But sometimes it's not a cakewalk. Maybe it's just like a little bunt that can get you to first base, and then you hope that, like, the next hit can get you to second, and then the next hit after that can send you home. But we gotta have tools in the toolkit. We got to have some real good tools in the toolkit. So I got some real good tips that really get me through, and since I'm getting it back into the spirit again, it took me a while, especially after the passing of my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, to get back into the loop and to be open to just making myself available to everyone again during this time of the year. This time of the year brings back so many memories. Some memories that are good, some memories that are just so unpleasant, and it can really like just bring down your energy level. And then if you live in the Midwest, up north somewhere, or on the east where it gets a little bit chilly, but especially in the Midwest, like up here, sometimes the sun isn't shining, and then the vitamin D is really cut down, and then you get this cabin log fever that really like kind of hits you down, and then the depression sinks in, and then you find yourself like going through the grieving process all over again if you have lost a lot of people during this time of the year. So it can be really hard, and I truly understand. I truly understand where a lot of people are going through, and I'm right here for you. I'm right here for you. I got you. Feel free to reach out to me. So number one tip: schedule some me time. You want to schedule you some me time before and after an event. Okay. This is something that I try to do every day, actually. Okay. But it's especially important when attending a lot of social gatherings. If you're feeling overwhelmed with all of the people around you, take 5 minutes. And you might have heard me say this on one of my social media reels. So if you're not following me already on IG, follow me at MarcusHart_official. I got an IG reel where I talk about like the daily 5 minute grind. I got the daily 5 minute grind where I do 5 minutes every day of meditation. Just 5 minutes. Some people think you need 30 minutes, an hour. I mean, people go crazy, but you only need 5 minutes for yourself before going into any situation so that you can recollect yourself, recollect your thoughts, and get centered again. Find that grounding. Okay, and it's really magical. You can get a lot of improve your focus a lot with just 5 minutes. Taking 5 minutes to yourself, like no phones, no distractions, no cat. I know you love your cats and your dogs, but kick them out of the room. Yeah, if you at work, you can even do this at work. You can do this anywhere. You can do this in your car. People might be looking at you crazy, so make sure you just park somewhere where it's pretty conspicuous. But 5 minutes. And if you feel like you're somewhere where it's very distracting, put on some soothing music, or YouTube has a lot of free 5 minute guided meditation. 5 minute guided meditation tracks are incredible. And once you put those noise canceling headphones on, you're locked in. You're locked in. You ain't going nowhere. And then you put your phone on focus mode if you got an iPhone. That's it. That's it. Magical. Yeah, magical. Magical. And that counts, my friend, as some me time. Some true me time. And me time doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to get crazy with me time. You don't have to overthink this. You don't have to feel like, okay, well, I need to just do one whole hour, schedule one whole hour on my day. Like, man, this is gonna be tough. How what about the kids? What about this? Like, stop overthinking it. 5 minutes. That's it. And if you need more 5 minutes, it's only 5 minutes. You can get more 5 minutes out of the day. Sometimes I steal more 5 minutes out of the day, just for some me time. And by the time you calculate it up, you didn't got probably about 30 minutes out of the day, because like 6 times 5, well, that's 30, right? Okay. Number two, don't take it personal if someone doesn't acknowledge you. Oh, we are in this culture right now, this attention culture, where attention is currency. And it's so easy to feel hurt when someone ignores us or acts like we're not there. But most of the time, they don't even realize that they done it. I realized that like a lot of people don't even realize they have done it to you, because like so many people spend their time on social media. A lot of people spend their time on social media a lot. So when they around like an actual person, yeah, a person who's even stressed out, who is stressed out and overworked, may not even notice that they aren't listening to you or responding appropriately. So they too may be stressed out. They too may be overworked, and they may not even like notice that that they're kind of like going off in la la land. So you may need to redirect them to this video. Like, hey, buddy, I I got a video for you. I got a perfect video for you. I got some tips for you. They might need 5 minutes of me time. Okay, and that's just serious. This is very serious. I may sound like I'm joking and whatnot, but I'm actually being as empathetic as best as possible. And this is just one more example of how stressful situations can affect our behavior in ways that we're just not aware of. And we just it's just a matter of just getting better and getting, and we got to get better with ourselves, get better with ourselves, and be kind to ourselves and be nice to ourselves, and don't be like really embracing all of that has no business to do with you. Okay? Don't take it personal if they don't acknowledge you. Okay? And you can be gentle on with them, and give them a little gentle nudge, and just like, and if they don't, if they still like kind of like out of there, zoned out, you know that is possibly a serious situation, and just keep going. Go to the next person. Okay? Don't try to do everything yourself. I like this one. I really, really like this one. A lot of times people try to do things themselves a lot. Okay. And I just don't know why. You know, um, and I'm saying this, but I'm actually more guilty than a lot of people of this. And we find this happening a lot during the holidays where we really feel more obligated to take on a lot more. If you're feeling overwhelmed by stress, don't try to be perfect. I'll repeat, don't try to be perfect. One more time. Don't try to be perfect or do everything on your own. You want to let and allow others to help you out. It's okay to let others help you out. There's people in our lives and people that we didn't even know that may come into our lives, especially around this time. We get little angels that get sent to us a lot of times who are dying for the opportunity to contribute any way they see fit. Okay. And sometimes you have to ask. There's nothing wrong, there's no shame in asking. Sometimes we have to humble ourselves and ask. I know I have had a bit of that humble pie a lot in my life span where I had to get off the pony and let somebody else ride it because like my back was hurting. My back was hurting for riding it too far. I rode it too far and too long, and I say, hey man, listen, I can't ride this thing much further. Is it okay if you take over for a bit? Okay. I don't mind. I don't mind asking. And like I said, this is the time of year where things get a lot more magical. A lot more magical than what you never would have expected. You get people who are willing to do something nice. They want to do something nice. They just waiting to do something nice for somebody. You know, one of my fondest memories when I was really really struggling, very very close to the holidays, and I never expected it. The being a veteran, it has been truly like a blessing. Throughout my life, and I I remember just not being able to pay for bills and not being able to give my kids anything for Christmas, and not being able to afford. I was barely able to afford rent, and then out of nowhere, I get a phone call from the VA hospital. From my social worker. She said, Marcus. I said, what's going on? She said, yeah, you have been um, picked out of a bunch of veterans to receive a special contribution. I said, contribution? What do you mean? She said, just make sure you're here at this day, and you can bring a family member if you like. Be there because it's very important. It's very important. I said, okay, no problem. So I make my way down to the VA hospital the day that she said, shout out to Kelly, my social worker. And I came with my mom, and there was like about 3 or 4 other vets. I can't remember the exact number. I want to say it was about four others. And we were lined up. They told us to stand up and line up, and then this outcome this young gentleman. He was had a nice. He was nicely groomed, and he just had a sweater on and some jeans, and and some nice casual shoes. And he said, he said, every year, I go around different VA hospitals, and I'm looking to do something nice for veterans, and I ask social workers at these hospitals to pick some vets that's like going through some hard times, so I can do something nice. And and as he was saying that, like there was different things just going through my body. My heart was just fluttering, and I mean, because I just didn't know what it was going to be. So he said, well, you guys were picked by you guys, a social worker, and this is my gift to you guys. I want to ensure that you guys have a good holiday, and that you guys can get through the rest of the year, into the new year. God bless you, and just here, take it. And he gave us each envelopes, and like people open the envelopes right away. I didn't open mine right away, but people started crying. They started crying. So I was scared to open it, but once I got in the car, I opened it, and it was a check. It was a check for all my bills. To be able to afford some presents for the kids, for my rent. I mean, it was incredible. So again, you never know. You never know. If you're going through something, and you're trying to take it all on by yourself, and you're feeling overwhelmed, this is the time to kind of kind of lay off a bit and let others help you out. So we're gonna take a quick break, real quick, and come right back with tip number 4. Now, for a short break, my people, we are so thrilled to introduce to you the Transform You Live show fans to our newest partner, NordPass. And my plans is also to be using NordPass Business to make workflow easier and more secure to encourage you also today. Because let me tell you something, my productivity has been down when it comes to trying to share things across the secure web, which we know isn't that secure oftentimes when it comes to passwords and usernames and sometimes payment. You just don't want to give your payment over to you know Little John or to Big Nicky, anybody like that, because it may end up in the wrong hands. It might end up in Little Susie's hands. But with NordPass Business, you can forget all about the account resets because all your credentials are saved in one secure place with just a click. And log into your online accounts is seamless. Usernames, passwords, all of that populate automatically into your login fields whenever you need them the most. NordPass eases the burden of access to business accounts. It makes it possible for your team, whether you got one, two, maybe 100 million, I don't know, to work across all type of devices and apps uninterrupted. Log into your accounts in seconds, not minutes. Securely share your sensitive data with your colleagues and make payments efficiently backed by the highest standard of cyber secure technology. With NordPass, you can forget about it. You won't have that worry and that angst that you once had. Information security is a serious issue for businesses today, and they are losing tons of money. I have lost some money myself in the past, and we talk about this all the time. And that's why you need to transform your business and realize these people are working hard to help you manage it. With NordPass Business Password Manager, your team can save time and energy, allowing them to focus on what matters most. I'm inviting you to see how they do business by seeing NordPass Business in action. Now, a 3-month free trial here at nordpass.com/transformu with promo code transformu. So let's get it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we back, and once again that website for our sponsor. Shout out to our sponsor once again, NordPass, nordpass.com/transformu, promo code transformu. We got it right there. And lower, what is that? Is that the lower third? To my left, or yeah, it'd be to my left, to your left, to my right. I don't know. Anywho, we're gonna have that in episode description too, so you'll hear about that again before we close on out. They're doing great things and reducing the stress levels for businesses. I mean, there's a lot of stress going on, and we were just talking about stress and how you can just let somebody help you. Talk about letting somebody help you. That's some serious help right there. But like yeah. One thing that can also help too is getting a good night's sleep. A lot of times people don't get no sleep before these events start up. People can be up all night cooking that dish that they got to bring to grandma Sue's house and Auntie Liz's. And yeah, and that could be just not the route to go. You want to make sure you get a good night's sleep, be well rested, and that would help you to manage your stress and stay positive. People get very grumpy when they don't get any sleep. They get very irritable. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I know I do. You wake up cranky too. You wake up very cranky. You wake up just so restless, and you feel like oh, I just want the day to be over with. You're not going to have the energy you need to push through the entire day. I mean, the day becomes even more tiring from the time you got to get the kids dressed. You gotta re-warm up some food if you got to, and then you gotta package it up really nice and put it in the car. Hope that it doesn't fall over. Make sure you feed the dog and the cat before you leave, and then before you know it, you're driving up the hill. Gotta stop for gas, and oh my God, we haven't even got there yet, and it's all overwhelming. It's all overwhelming. You need energy. You got to be positive. You got to have a positive. You got to be optimistic. You got to be very optimistic. And a good night's sleep is the most holistic way to replenish the energy you have lost prior to like arriving at potentially what's supposed to be a week of rest, anyways. Okay? This is supposed to be a week of rest, anyways, but no, it's not. It's not at all. Okay? So, number five, when we talk about relaxation and rest, you need to take the time to relax and enjoy life. People still find themselves doing something work related. They find themselves doing something that is not fun, not enjoyable. Okay, this is the wrong answer. No way, Jose. You're not going to do this year, right? Right? Okay, so take some time out to relax and enjoy life. If you feeling stressed out, especially if you feeling stressed out, you want to take some time to do something enjoyable. There's a lot of relaxing activities you can do in just a little bit of time set aside for yourself. Once again, going back to talking about that self care, me time, hand hand, relaxing activities like reading a book, taking a walk. Okay, and you can do this alone. You can do this with like a family member you ain't seen in a while. One of those good family members, one of those funny family members, or or one of those just quiet ones. Okay, find a quiet one. Find that's even better. Take a walk with a quiet family member that can help you get away from your stressful situation for a bit, especially if you feel the intensity increasing in those family quarrels that tend to happen a lot during these times of the year. Like, so you definitely want to step away from those. Or if you having your own disputes, maybe you had a dispute that carried over and it hasn't even left you yet. Sometimes we have things that kind of regress back, from years ago, and we wonder like, where the heck that come from? Like, why am I bothered? So take the time out to relax, really relax. This is a small mini vacation, and this is a great opportunity to enjoy life and suck it all in. Okay, really, really take it all in, and which brings me to number six. And I think it's like really important to stay moving, get moving, and stay moving. And yeah, it's ultimately relaxation where you can be sitting down somewhere and reading a book, but you want to get moving too. Exercise can help reduce stress. Exercise has been scientifically proven to reduce stress, and it can improve your mental health. So it's best to get a combination of cardio and strength training exercise. Find it. Find your opportunity to do so. Aerobic exercise can help you feel calmer. It can help you feel more relaxed. While strength training helps you build muscle mass. Okay? So most gyms are open. Most gyms are open. And if you can't find a gym for whatever reason, there's a lot of cool, short home workouts that you can do. You can find on YouTube. My I gotta shout out Bully Juice. Bully Juice, like I use Bully Juice YouTube channel throughout the whole entire um, pandemic. He has an incredible channel for home workouts and like just workouts. Period. Like I mean, the guy's ripped too. So like yeah, you can get a good workout by watching his channel. If you're just looking for something to do from home, or you can download the Nike app. So like that's something that I have used too, and I still got the Nike app downloaded. So that's just two options and suggestions. So yeah, keeping that muscle mass build, because it's like a lot of times we're gonna be eating a lot of stuff that probably we don't normally add to our diet, and that flap's gonna come on strong. That holiday weight to pack on in just one weekend, and yeah, bye bye muscles, bye bye feeling relaxed, because now you got digestive issues and all the other type of things going on. And of course, when it all fails, and if you have done all the above, I'm also going to recommend to you that you get some fresh air. Okay, when you're feeling stressed out, take a break from the routine or from whatever you're doing, and just simply go outside. Go outside. It's free. It costs you nothing just to go outside and enjoy nature. Okay, it costs you nothing to take a walk or to sit in the park if weather permits. Okay, and but if weather is inclement, if it's not that pleasant, you can start a little fire and go to the porch, go to the back of the house. Okay, all right. But regardless, find an opportunity to get some fresh air. Stress doesn't have to overtake you, ladies and gentlemen. You simply can make time to manage it. Okay, it's not about curing it or getting rid of it. It's all about being in control of it. Being in control of it, not letting it control you, not letting it taking you completely out of the game where you become not you. You want to stay happy, productive, optimize you, where you're healthy, where you're focused, where you're energetic, where you're able to, deal with the thrills and the frills and the all the other obstacles that may come your way. Okay, especially during this holiday because they get more intense as the year phases out. So we almost there. You only got one more full month, with these days included, and we out of here. 2023 will be there, and I will see you right over there. So thank you for joining me on this particular episode of the Transform You. Once again, nordpass.com/transform you. Promo code transform you. Shout out to our sponsors, NordPass. You definitely want to check them out for all of your digital life management. So, if you enjoy, having your stress managed, NordPass will manage your digital life. They will help you save your passwords and your credit cards, so that you can share your logins with coworkers and whoever you want to share it with, without having your emails breached or anything else breached. Their business solutions um, is the greatest. Auto filling passwords, credit cards, and much, much more. You know, um, Making the workflow just seamless in every company, no matter the size. So thank you once again for joining me. Until next time, many blessings, peace, and lots of love. I'm your host, Marcus Hart.